Alright, boys and girls, that time again, war number 3, and yeah, we're facing 2-11 New Avengers. Before we get into that, our last war against Ivy, unfortunately, did end up in a loss, 5-7. So, GG to them. Just gotta move on from that and try and get the win before first war break. The bands are as follows: as Bastion, Corvus, Carolina, Serpent, and Maker, which is kind of a peculiar one. You don't often see Maker bands, but I guess they're banning Maker. And our team consists of Magneto, Kushala, and Okoye. We're taking only 4 fights, so that is pretty chill. And it consists of all of par 3. So Fantman into Korg, into Okoye, into Spider Punk. So yeah, we are having a good start in the war, so hopefully we have a clean war and don't give any casualties. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the first fight. Alright, so the first fight we have is Batman on no 3, Chitinous Spawns. This is a no, or not no brainer, this is literally very familiar in case you're not aware of it. Batman usually plays on no 3 because he is cancelled on the glancing and the armor you can stack. But this is my first time taking it on this tactic. Well, I've taken it before, and if you know, you know. But yeah, on the unsteady is up, and I was quite, like, let's say a little bit perplexed on how the fight would go. Like you can see here, in his Surgeon Swarm, he's ticking down 6.5k per tick, which isn't too bad. But then it starts to go a bit dicey. Like you can see, he's already down to 60%, and like the fight's going well. I get clipped here, which is kind of stupid. Now here I go in for the second SPE2, and yeah, you can see the damage is gimped. And I can tell it's probably because of the unsteady and the amount of armors he had. Luckily, he was playing ball. Like, he wasn't being annoying. We were getting his intercepts off. So like, for example, here, we get some nice intercepts off, trying to get rid of the armors. But of course, because of the unsteady, he's just glancing and we can't do anything about it. So ideally, we go for the SP1, which I believe it's about here. Oh no, we go for the SP2. But I believe this one doesn't get glanced, so you can see we're doing no damage at all. But it was a good thing that my senses came into effect, and I decided to use for an SP1, in which you don't want to throw SP1s against Frank because he gets regen, but in this case, it kind of worked out. Like you see here, just ticking for 23k, and I thought that would kill him, but it just about did the job. Even though he has nanos, he has passives, it's completely fine. There I thought I was going to go for an SP3, but it's completely fine. We go for an SP2, and this pretty much finishes him off, and we end the fight at a full yellow bar. So that's not too bad, just under 2 minutes. So, well, you can just see it's around 2 minutes because it's 1 minute 55. Rounded up, it's pretty much 2 minutes, but it's completely fine. That was a chill fight, no casualties there. Now, onto our second fight, which is Korg. This is a rank 5 ascended 2 Korg. So, yeah, that's pretty intriguing. Yeah, that's pretty intriguing. It's a rank 5 ascended 2 Korg. I thought this was a rank 4 ascended Korg. I didn't think it would be a rank 5 ascended 2. So, yeah. 211, pulling out some nasty defenders. Because, yeah, they can be quite troublesome. But here, this is a no-brainer for Kushala. Now, in this fight, the suppressions are going to stack, but because we have the Scarlet Witch Relic, we have the Amplify Rune, we are able to gain our power effectively thanks to MD. As well as that, Kushala in a kit, when you apply ignitions, you gain like a percentage of power, so it's pretty neat to have. Of course, we can't go for the red spell because in this fight, auto block load 610, so 50% chance to get auto block. It's not worth the risk there. There we get clipped in the SB1 because we're kind of shit at this game, but completely fine. This fight is completely safe. I believe if I didn't have Wags for this fight, this would have been a really bad scruffy matchup. Probably would have been still doable, but White Mag is so clutch here. But yeah, so shout out to your for that one. So you can see here, we're just slowly just going for parries and then a few lights into heavies to get rid of his rock stats. And then of course with the Mystic Dispersion we are able to get our power effectively. There we have the Amplify rune, so it's able to increase our power rate, so that's why we're able to get some power. Otherwise in this fight we wouldn't be getting any power at all, because you can see the suppressions are out of control. We're trying to get to our special, which we will throw very soon. Here we're just trying to eliminate the rock stats so that our damage doesn't get gimped. You bait up the SB1, completely fine. Going for the stun into a combo into special, and there we go. Absolutely melts. We have 6 passes and 4 normal debuffs on him, so completely really good damage. And yeah, we have pretty much maintained the flow of his fight. Here we go into Relic, and you can just see he's melting slowly but surely. He's melting slowly but surely. There he throws off an SB2, completely fine. We go for the heavy so we can get him back in the corner. And then from here, we go for a few more combos into special, and boom. Special one absolutely knocks him. There we get clipped from the SB1, but it don't really matter. He's already dead. If you guys do hear some background noise, please ignore that. That's just noisy neighbors and all sorts of nature going on in the background. But enough said from that. On to our third fight. We have Okoye on No 21. Now this fight, of course, yes, I will say it, this fight was the devil at some point. It was cancer. Okoye on this node was no joke, and you'd have to be a madman to absolutely try and intercept Okoye on this node without you getting light intercepted first. Yeah, that's completely what happens here. Yeah, I do that. Why? Because I'm a maverick. Actually, no, it's because we had a good rotation going, and yeah, just to help get some more damage in and maintain our blessing. So here, we go for the parry, completely fine. We did apply power stop one here. Well, actually, no, I don't think we did apply power stop one. We went in run. Because if you have max MD, based on how many buffs an opponent has, you couldn't really start with bar power. So that's where Kusha's benefit came in from. We blocked the special one because we can regen hits back completely fine. We already have our red spells because we got the intercept off. And now we go for the SB2, which we time with the encroaching stun node, completely fine. She's already down below 50%. And like here, this was risky. Like I don't know why I did this. Like completely stupid. Don't do that, guys. Do not do that, because that could be a death. That could be a death. Before you blink, you're already dead. So yeah, lesson learned. Don't try go for tacky intercepts, bro. Trying to make the fight look stylish. Now on to our last fight. We have Spider-Punk on node 30, and yeah, this is a no-brainer. Complete Okoye shutdown. Yeah, if you heard that, please ignore air fryer. But yeah, this fight is a complete shutdown. It's a pretty much easy nuke. And yeah, I don't think I necessarily needed a heavy boost for this fight, because this fight goes down in under a minute. But hey, better to be safe than sorry. So here we go for the parry. Here we're just trying to build up our snare, which we do. And yeah, now completely the fight is over, because now all we do is just alternate our combos and pretty much nuke. Like, that's literally what you're gonna do with Okoye. Like, you're not gonna do anything else. You're not gonna do any like fancy type of like special intercepts or like combos. I mean, you can go for standoffs, which we did right there, which is helps get you into the flow and keeps maintaining your damage. Like here, I probably could have just kept hitting him, but of course I wanted to play it special, because why not? Trying to play it safe. And then here, I just should have probably just went for the nuke and just clipped him. Like, there was no need of me betting 51, but it is what it is. It's completely fine. Okoye needs to fight. We're never going to die anyway. And yeah, that pretty much concludes my third war. And yeah, that pretty much concludes my war. So yeah, pretty chill, pretty easy, simple fights. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy the video, and if you enjoyed the fights, please like and subscribe. Drop a comment on what fight you thought was your favorite. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Peace out and GG's.